Hi Imran, welcome to our show once again on Beta 9. Thank you so much for being here.
Jinx.
Okay, I really want to ask you that I'm sure you research a lot before all your roles. How do you research for this one? Because it's so unlike what you've done.
See, for Once Upon a Time, specifically for part 2, there's very little actual fact.
Matter, yeah.
It is almost entirely fictional. So the research is actually a lot less. It's more about the prep for the character. I watched a lot of Jackie Shroff's films.
Oh, really?
See, he was like the undisputed style icon during the late 80s, early 90s.
With his Barney scarves and all that.
Yeah,
was
like
too cool.
Everybody copied his style. So I said, this guy was universally accepted as the most stylish actor. So Aslam would copy him.
When you offered this film, what was your first reaction? Because, with the backdrop of Underworld, you haven't really, you would think you'd be offered
It was less about the backdrop, it was more about the film generally. I frankly did not think that I was going to do the film.
Okay, why?
I had seen part 1 and I liked it very much, but I didn't really see myself in that world.
Okay.
In that film.
Okay.
So I went to meet Milan, I went to meet Ekta because, he's a very big director, he's a big producer, and they had asked me to meet. So I went. हाँ sir, very great to meet you. Script हाँ ज़रूर मैं पढ़ के बता देता हूँ. And it slipped to my mind.
Yeah.
तो मैं निकला राजकोट. I'm shooting for Matru in Rajkot.
Okay.
And I've carried the script with me, thinking that I'll read it at some point. And finally we got an off day. So on this day, finally I've woken up आराम से 10-10:30 बजे तक सो के उठा.
Yeah.
I've eaten a good breakfast and I'm like, हाँ अब क्या करें? चलो let's read this script.
Okay.
I sat down and it was one of those things where I picked it up and I was going cut. And before I knew it, I'd finished the script.
Wow.
I'm like, shit, the script is damn good. Now what do I do? I've been acting so casual all this time.
Right.
Padenge, bolenge. Suddenly I've read the script and I've gotten very excited.
And you want to do it?
Yeah, I called Milan and I said, listen dude, I'm sorry I took so long, man, but the script is brilliant.
Do I still have the role?
Yeah. Next morning, Milan has landed up in Rajkot.
Akshay was saying that you're a complete method actor. It's like no one follows the rule book like Imran does. Wonder where he gets this book from. Tell us about that.
Khandani bimari hai bhai, kya kare? I've tried to escape, but
there's no running away from
There's no running away from the family sickness. It's something that was instilled in me as a kid.
Yeah.
And I've seen it in Amir, I've seen it in Mansoor, in my mom, in my dad. The belief is that if you're doing something, then work hard. Otherwise, don't do it at all.
Was a lot of bhaichara when you and Akshay on the sets?
I've become a huge fan.
Really?
Akshay is a guy, it is impossible to dislike this man. You spend 5 minutes talking to him and you will become a fan for life. He's so...
Just conversation or just the way he is?
Just the way that he is.
Yeah.
See, I don't really equate people... When I work with people, I don't equate their stardom and their professional life with who they are as people.
Right.
So I put all of that aside. He's one of the biggest stars in the country, working for this many years. Okay, fine. What is he like as a guy?
Yeah.
He's a good guy. He's a genuinely happy, calm, content, satisfied person.
And secure too.
So tremendously secure. You meet a lot of insecure people in the film industry. People who have this chip on their shoulder, okay, yaar, I've not got recognition, I've not got this. And Akshay has not a hint of insecurity. If you spend 5 minutes with him, you will fall in love with him. He's a great guy.
But Salman is still your hot favorite, right, Imran?
As a star, yeah, I've always admired him in that sense.
Right. Yeah.
But unfortunately, I never worked with him. Yeah, so
maybe sometime soon.
Fingers crossed. But yeah, after working with Akshay, definitely I want to do another film with him.
Yeah, but it's the first time you've actually been paired with such a big star. Yeah. Somewhere, weren't you intimidated at all? He has his very big stardom. He's a hit hero, He's a big success story. Somewhere in your mind, like, my God, he is Akshay Kumar. Wasn't that there in your mind?
The day I met him, yeah. I was. Because, ultimately a star of that stature, of that caliber, you have to share screen space with him and you're like, yeah, I have to hold up my end. He's going to carry so much. I can't let anything down. What
about Sonakshi? She's pretty quiet and reserved.
Before I started, I remember just after Sonakshi debuted, there's all these stories would keep coming. Ki Sonakshi ka ye attitude hai.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
And I don't know why this string. Obviously, she had run afoul of someone. She had pissed off somebody.
Yeah.
Because the girl is the most professional actress that I have worked with. There's not a single day that she would arrive on set after me. I do not think that I'm exaggerating when I say I think she's the best actress of her generation. I've been so blown away by her work, which
have
I
you
get
seen
to
her work in
see.
Litera?
Yeah,
She's very good.
I mean, her performance in Lutera is what you would expect from a seasoned actress, someone who's been acting for 10-15 years.
For a very long time, yeah.
After 10-15 years of experience, you would get that level of skill. She's just brilliant.
Has it been tough for you to convince directors or producers, look, I can fit into this role, give me a chance?
I suspect it was. I never actively tried. But I do know that before Matru, I didn't get the kind of offers that I got.
Exactly, yeah. Matru kind of changed a lot for you, didn't it?
Up until that point, I would always, I mean, any success I've had has been built on first-time directors. Guys who are making their first film.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
I never got the big offers from big directors with all of this stuff. And that only started to change after Matru. So yeah, it did signal some kind of a shift.
Other than Jani Tu, for all the years that you work, which is the one high point of your career? Not necessarily a success, one scene you remember, one actor you remember, one moment you remember.
More than anything, for me, it's I Hate Love Stories.
Really?
Because that came at a very bad time for me. I had 2 back-to-back flops and I had basically been written off. My phone had stopped ringing. The offers had
are you being dramatic?
No. I was getting offered second hero, third lead. All of these things were happening. All of the big people who were calling me after Jani Tu had stopped calling. So it had gotten to it was quite disturbing. In fact, for about 8-9 months, I sat at home. I didn't work for 9 months. Because I said, I don't want to take up these kind of films. So I'd rather not work. So 9 months I sat home, I didn't work. And it is in that aftermath that Karan came to me with I Hate. That Puneet, who's making his first film, put his faith in me.
Cast you, yeah.
And he treated me with the greatest of care. He said, I'll build Imran up into the star that I see that he should be. So as a director, he supported me in such a way. Karan supported me and see, Karan is one of the biggest people in the Indian film industry. And when lesser producers than him and lesser directors had turned around,
or had faith there.
Karan came out and said, main karunga. That always meant a lot to me. And as such, I've always held on to that, and I've remembered that Karan and Puneet were the guys who backed me when no one else would back me. And they're the guys who put me back in the running, back in the reckoning, were it not for I Hate.
There's box office and there's critical acclaim. So how much does each matter to you?
I'm greedy.
A lot of actors say that we just want box office, we don't care about the acclaim.
I'm greedy. I want both.
Really?
As a creative, as any kind of a person, why must you put restraints on yourself? Why must you build your own walls and say, bhai, main wahan nahi jaunga? Kyun nahi jayenge? You should say, I want it all. I want critical success, I want box office success.
So both matter to you?
Absolutely. Why just both? Yeah. Find the third option also. Wo bhi mile.
Greedy.
If you're setting out to do something, then push it as far as you can possibly go. Make the best damn film that you can and reach out to as many people as you can. People are investing in you, they're backing your vision. They're pulling money out of pocket and investing in your vision. True. Return that money to them with interest, with profit. Don't hold back. Sab chahiye.
We heard you took a bike ride to Muhammad Ali Road, is that true?
It was insane. Can I take 1 second and complain about rains?
Okay, please do.
See, I'll take some responsibility. In films, we romanticize the rains.
Right.
The second it starts to rain, the city collapses.
True.
Like, traffic is everywhere. You cannot get anywhere.
Okay, yeah.
Anyway, so that evening, this is what happened.
Yeah.
It was bloody coming down. I was stuck in traffic for like an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes.
You on the bike?
No, in the car. So I called a friend. There's a restaurant on Muhammad Ali Road on the main thing. So I called and said, can you help out? Because he was helping with the local setting.
Okay.
So he's come on a scooter. And मैंने कहा कि यार एक helmet ले आना so I can come in quietly. बंदा पहुंचा and he's giving me one of these helmets. I'm like, dude, what is the point?
It's your face that you need to cover.
It's not for safety, you idiot. It's to protect the face. So I've got on the back of the bike and it's got that kaanch ka thing, which doesn't come till here. It comes till here.
So what are the kind of reactions on the road like?
So everyone's like, hey, Imran Khan. Kuch na kuch karke somehow we've arrived over there. Insane marpeet has happened and I was trying to get into the dargah. So now I've gotten inside and there's one fight which has happened inside. People are trying to get in, security guys, it got quite ugly. So us chakkar mein now I got chucked out from the side door. Ab mere joote wahan pade the where I'd come in from and I've gotten thrown out from the side.
Oh my god.
So now I'm running through the streets.
It's quite an event in itself.
I'm now stuck in the streets of Dongri barefoot. And I'm running. Yaar, joote kahan hai mere? Joote kahan hai?
Oh wow. Wow.
In all of this, some guys come and he snatched that cap off my head. And in all of this, I've somehow landed up in one shop. This guy selling Ayurvedic tel. And he's saying, sir, aap tel le liye. So I'm like, thank you. I'm just putting bottles of tel in the pocket and I'm trying to get out. Ab wahan se somehow somebody's trying to pick my pocket. So I've got one guy's hand. So this guy's got his hand inside my pocket. I've got his hand. I'm like, hey, kya kar raha hai? Kya kar raha hai?
This is like a short film.
It's actually like this. So I'm pulling his hand out. In his hand, he's got this bottle of tel. He also must have been disappointed. He was thinking, paise niklenge, phone niklega.
Wow.
He's got a bottle of tel. And I've rescued a child also. मेरा hero moment है.
It's a total picture now.
इतना छोटा बच्चा है, पता नहीं कहाँ से he's come. All security guys are 6.5, 7 feet tall. They're stopping people at this side. At this side, they're not stopping anyone. So all the kids are coming in under their arms.
Wow.
So one little kid has come in. Imran bhai, dhabak, and he's fallen. And people are now about to step on him.
Oh God.
So from somewhere I picked this kid up and I said, bachcha kiska hai? Move. Put him on some height, pata nahi, some scaffolding or something was there. I put him, you stay here, don't fall.
In fact, it makes me want to ask you the next question, Imran. You know, nowadays a lot of stars complain that one has to promote a movie so much and it's so exhausting. In fact, I think Sona was telling me that I'd rather shoot another movie in the time than I'm promoting a film. What do you think?
I'm afraid about promotions becoming too excessive, if I'm completely honest.
Yeah. It's almost like a competition.
More than competition, wo chodo. My concern is what? Ki in the build-up to promoting a film, if I am seen everywhere, every day on all TV channels, people will get bored. By the time the film releases, एक बार देख लिया इमरान को. अब और क्या देखें?
Overkill.
हर जगह जाके मैं look में जाऊँ, I will sing the songs and perform on the songs of the film. वो भी देख लिया. Now what is left? So by the time the film releases, there's no freshness, there's no excitement.
Right.
You have to find a balance somewhere.
Yeah.
You have to make people aware certainly, but if you go overboard, I feel that people will say कि यार now I've seen it, there's nothing left to see.
Yeah.
So that interest goes away. The uniqueness will go away.
Yeah.
That is a concern.
Yeah. You also said that there's no point competing with Chennai Express, though it's a very big film that we know.
I feel that there is no point competing with anyone.
Right.
If you have two big films releasing on the same day, the fact is that both will eat into each other's business.
True.
It's not good for anyone.
Yeah.
The example that everyone is pulling up recently is Jab Tak Hai Jaan and Son of Sardar. Both very big films, both did very well, in excess of 100 crores.
Yeah.
But I feel that had they released on different days, they would have done more. Each film would have been bigger.
True. Yeah, that's basic business.
Whatever their business was, each of them could have been bigger if they had a solo release.
Yeah.
So ultimately, it's not in anyone's interest.
Yeah.
It becomes an ego thing. It becomes, हम उनको दिखाएंगे वो हमें दिखाएंगे यार we will. But you are cutting your nose to spite your face.
You know, in this movie, both Akshay and you are fighting for a girl, right? Has that ever happened to you in real life when you were young in college, fighting for a woman?
Not fighting, but there was a time where I had started to like this girl who was the ex-girlfriend of a good friend of mine.
Okay.
So they had dated at some point.
Yeah.
फिर उनका breakup हुआ. It was not a bad breakup, not a good breakup. थोड़ा little bit of tension and all. Okay. And at some point after that, I started to like this girl. So I felt that now he's a good friend. I owe it to him to have this conversation. So I spoke to him and said, listen, dude, I like her and I want to take things forward. Is it going to be a problem between us? Because I don't want... And to his credit, he said, listen, I respect the fact that you came and spoke to me. It's weird, but you know, since you did this, let's all make it work.
That's very decent. Yeah, that's a very decent way of doing it. Yeah.
मेरा दोस्त है ना तू.
Tell me the memory of your first flop. How did that feel? When the first time a movie didn't work, what is feeling like?
Surprisingly...
Because you started with a bang.
Surprisingly, I took it better than anyone else.
Really?
Yeah, matlab, from the film people, the crew and everyone, to my wife, at that point she was my girlfriend, to my mother, people are inconsolable. Oh, people are weeping in the house. Arey, kya hoga? What has happened? I'm like, arey yaar.
It's a movie.
एक हिट थी, अब एक फ्लॉप है, अगली वाली हिट होगी. It's part of the business. I'm the one who's calming people. I'm like, dude, my film has not worked, and you people are weeping and oh god, and I'm supposed to calm you down. Like, see what all happens. So I've got Avantika here, my mother here.
A dramatic Bollywood family, I must say.
Full drama is happening. I'm like, it's okay, don't worry. But why? What to tell you? हो गया, जाने दो.
Are you nervous about the movie, Imran?
Funnily enough, I'm less nervous about this movie than I've been for the past few.
Really?
I think a major part of that is the fact that I have so many people on my team.
Yeah.
I've got Milan Luthri, I've got Rajat Arora, I've got Ekta Kapoor, I've got Akshay Kumar, I've got Sonakshi Sinha, I've got Preetham. Like all of these people
all set.
Yeah. Normally, I've tended to work more with first timers. You know, we're making our first film together. It's a much smaller thing. Here, I've got these titans behind me. Milan is a guy who has consistently had commercial and critical success. Both sides. Yeah. Consistently. Yeah. Ekta has consistently delivered. You've got Akshay Kumar. I mean, come on. I've all of these people who are with me, who are on my team. So I'm feeling good. I'm ठीक है यार. अच्छे लोग हैं मेरे साथ.
It was awesome talking to you, Imran. Superb chat. Thank you so much for being on our show.
Of course. Thank you.